Hey y'all, how y'all doing? What's up? What's up? So, this last episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville was pretty good. Like pretty darn good. I think it's been, to me, is the best episode we've seen all season. So, but let's get into something. Let's just get into this, y'all. Uh, I'm just trying to figure out where to start with this mess. The girls show up. They're coming in on their flights. And okay. So if some of you have been in little girlfriends groups and things like that, y'all can read some of this stuff. All right, like right off the rip. So it's already giving. Tisha and Kimmy think that they've established themselves, okay? I feel like Tisha and Kimmy feel like they've established themselves as the leaders of all who comes in to Love and Marriage Huntsville as cast members. Okay, I feel like the both of them feel like if they can just gather everybody up and kind of push Melody out, then they can reign supreme. Kimmy wants to be the matriarch of the group, and Tisha just wants to be the one that don't have to worry about her marriage. And she wants to be the one to throw shade, say little things, and be protected by everybody else in the group. That's what Tisha gives. She gives, I want to be able to say slick stuff. I want to be able to do slick stuff. But I want everybody to support me and, kind of like cover me if anybody ever tries to come for me within this group. And she did that immediately with Kimmy. She had her mama on there, and her mama ran Kimmy down about how Kimmy needs to be standing with family and so on and so forth. It's like, child, Kimmy is barely married up into that family. Barely married up into that family, okay? So this whole Kimmy needs to stand 10 toes down for Tisha, when the show first came on, I was just like, that's annoying. But Kimmy has decided, for the sake of her marriage, that she's going to do that, obviously, okay? So that's what it's giving. So they come in, they're getting their baggage from baggage claims, and Stormy's there. Stormy and Trish is there. And I was like, okay, cool. That's how it is. That's how it is. So then Sunni shows up. And it's like Tisha hurry up and gives this look, like I could tell Tisha was trying to get Kimmy and other people to kind of just ignore Sunni. But people was polite and they greeted her. I think it might have been Stormy that greeted her first, and then Kimmy. And then Trish was just standing off, like giving her the side. I'm like, Trish, we're going to get into Trish later. I'm going to pause on Trish. We're going to pause on Trish. But yeah, so they was basically like trying to be like, we just going to ignore her. So I think, it might have been Nell that gave Sunni a hug first. But anyway, they all eventually spoke to Sunni. But Tisha was just in the center like, whatever. So Sunni was just like, hey, Tisha. I want to call her Tisha. But it's Tisha. She was like, hey, Tisha. I thought that was so funny because she was like, you're not going to speak, but I can be polite and professional. Which is funny because Tisha swears she can be professional. She can be upstanding. First of all, she tries to act like she's a girl's girl, which she's not. And then like, I can be poised and together, but she can't. Tisha is very childish, and partly that has a lot to do with her mom, and that's probably why she has some of the issues that she has in her marriage. Tisha is very childish, and so yeah, they was trying not to speak to her and trying to play Sunni like, girl, why is you here? You about to get the cold shoulder from all of us. And they really they all came in with this energy that we're banded together, because when they get into the house, they go around looking for their rooms, like expecting the best, okay? I'm like, Tisha and Kimmy, y'all ain't even fool with Melody for real. Y'all don't like Melody. Melody knows y'all don't like her. Y'all done conspired to bring Destiny on this trip, knowing Melody does not see it at all for Destiny, okay? So y'all coming in like y'all was just expecting the best of the best is tomfoolery, okay? So They all get into the house. They all looking around for their rooms or whatever. It's Trish, Nell, Kimmy, and Tisha walking around looking for their rooms. And they all walking around together looking for their rooms. And I'm like, why don't y'all split up? Y'all going from room to room. And it's like Trish is there along with them. They just all griping and complaining. I don't like my room. I don't like this. This is some mess. This is some bull crap. Blah, 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 blah. They all four of them walk through their room, stomping around, complaining. And then Nell goes and confronts Melody. It's like, why would you why you ain't give me no name tag? Why would you do some stuff like that? Blah, blah, blah. It's about the name tag. I can't believe you would do something like that to me. And it's so shady. It's so shady. All of them, the four of them came in with this whole she trying to be shady thing. Just automatically off the rip. Mel's trying to be shady towards us. They came in the door like that. Mel's trying to be shady towards us. That's how they came in the door, y'all. And so finally Mel's like, she says to Nell, like, okay, let me pull you aside. What's going on here? I did not intentionally do you dirty. You should know by now, through the years of our friendship, that I ain't just jumped out and decided to just do you dirty. I don't understand why you coming with this energy like that. So Nell still ain't really agree with it. She's still like, oh, you trying to do me dirty. You trying to be shady, talking about my age. And she was like, well, Mel's like, are you not the oldest one here? Like, you are the oldest one here. Like, you are the matriarch. Like, if I came in that group and they said, well, girl, you the oldest one here, so we got you your... Well, I mean, yeah, if they would have said, well, you the oldest one here, if they would have said just like that, I'd be like, okay. But she didn't say that. She said, I got you your own room, your own space. I feel like because you're my elder, you deserve your own space, your own room. That's why I didn't pair you with somebody else. And that's why your room is over there. And we made decisions, blah, 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 blah. So, but I feel like that's the little sneaky stuff, y'all. When you have underlying issues in your friendship and they don't get addressed, it's easy to assume that your friend is coming from a shady place. So, and I know that I've experienced that personally, and you really got to address that stuff. When there's issues going on in your friendships, you need to address it, because you're going to start feeling like everything's coming from a shady place, even when it's not. Because Nell has acted as Melody and Martell's mentor for years. So it's like, why would you, out of all the other people here, just automatically assume that I'm trying to do you shady? Like, what's going on with that? Okay. So, okay, that happens. So then, Trish was walking through there and she was complaining, saying little slick stuff too about where's her room at and blah, 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 blah. And Trish said something like, she could have set me with the other girls. I mean, I wasn't going to like them, but you know, she could have set me with them. I'm like, Trish, what? Trish, you don't even know these people. Like, you don't even know these people, and you like barely here, because don't anybody even know who the hell you are, because every time somebody try to ask you who you are, you just straighten up lying, basically. Like, girl, please, Trish, please. Okay, we're gonna get back to Trish again later. Okay, so Kimmy, Trish, and Tisha are all walking around looking for their rooms, and Kimmy and Tisha, Kimmy and Tisha realize they in the room together. They in the room that's got 3 beds in there. And they're like, I feel like she's doing us straight foul. Why we get the smallest room for us to share? This is a mess. Tisha's like, I'm going home. This is ridiculous. This just tells me how she feels about us for real. Yeah, bitch. Yes. Yes. This tells you how she feels about y'all, because y'all been doing her grimy and treating her, dragging her for filth. We're trying to get everybody else against her to see things y'all way, and supporting her being ex-husband throughout everything, not giving that woman no support. So yeah, bitch, you're not about to live the lap of luxury, and I have my real friends here. No, my real friends are going to get they're going to get nice rooms. You all can get whatever's there, because y'all don't see it for me. Y'all do not see it for me at all. So they come out there and they confront Melody. Well, no, I think Melody basically sends for them is like, okay, let's get this out. Like, what's the issue? And Tisha's like, well, I just feel like that room speaks volumes about how you feel about us. And Kimmy's like, no, I feel like that's really messed up. You give us the smallest room for 3 people to share. Like, I feel like that's really messed up that you would do something like that. And Melody's like, well, the two of y'all, I try to match people about people who would get along. I know that ain't nobody really feeling Sunni, so I gave Sunni her own room, so she don't have to try to pair up in the room with somebody else. And I gave the two of you all the same room, because y'all the closest, which they do act like they freaking sister wives. So, I mean, what's the complaint here? Y'all act like y'all just team Scott 1.0 and 2.0. Okay, rock it out on this trip. Y'all team Scott, okay? And y'all bring in a +1. And y'all know the +1 I don't like. And Tisha's like, well, she knows that I'm bringing Destiny. That's why she did that. Yeah, bitch. Yes, that is why I put you in that little ass room for all 3 of y'all to share. Yep, sure did. Sure did. But I think Melody couldn't just straight up say that, because she know it would have escalated the situation even more, and then people would have been leaving. And Melody is also an executive producer on the show, so she needs people to stay there. She needs people to stay there and for these scenes to get filmed, okay? Because it's about the checking, okay? So she ain't gonna just straight up and say that, yeah, that's what I did, because she knows how they act. All of them act like little kids and want to fall out and throw a tantrum when something's being done to them, but they all here for, puffing their chests up, straightening their shirt, sitting up proper in their seat when it's time to give it to somebody else. But I'm about to wrap this up. I don't want to make it too long. So anyway, Nell comes out there. Nell hears all the commotion. She comes out there and tells Tisha and Kimmy, y'all just got to suck it up like most of us had to suck it up in Houston and be uncomfortable. Kimmy goes all off. You don't tell no grown person what they need to suck up. Who are you? And Kimmy like charging all in Nell's face, putting her hand in her face. And then Kimmy, it's annoying because Kimmy have the nerves to get all mad and worked up and be like, I can't deal with stuff like this. I can't deal with stuff like this. She doing too much. And she's like constantly, you the one that escalated it, Kimmy. And then Nell bit back at you, was like, girl, you need to get out of my face, because I ain't the one. Kimmy, you escalated it to that point. And they going back and forth yelling at each other through the house. Nell walks away, but they still yelling at each other throughout the house. And then Kimmy sitting over there on the balcony, huffing and puffing. And Melody's like, Kimmy, you okay? Tisha's like, yeah, she just needs to calm down. And Kimmy just thinking the whole thing. I mean, not Kimmy. Tisha's thinking it's so cute that Kimmy done got worked up against other people, because Tisha just loves to feel like people are just worked up and on her side and worked up and energized, and she feels like they part of her crew and they getting rowdy about it, even though every time somebody comes for her, she's the first one to cry about how people are ganging up on her. So anyway, Tisha annoys the mess out of me. And so to wrap this up, when we get to the dinner part, Melody go ahead and explains to Sharnita that the situation as to why people seem to have like an issue with Sunni and about the whole Destiny situation. And this is where Trisha really makes me mad. She's like, well, what this girl say? She said, well, she was just like, well, but Destiny felt like she was her friend. She felt like she was her friend. They was hanging out and stuff outside of filming. And Sonya's like, I went to one event with her. One. That does not make us friends. I went to one event with her. And I'm like, yes, Trish. I want to say, Trish, shut the hell up. Because you just came in this group on some BS from day one. I don't like when she made the comment when she was with Martell. Well, should I have been checking her? Because she made a comment about what Melody was. She felt like she grilling her rather. She was talking about what Martell was Trish was telling Martell that Melody was grilling her about her relationship with Ken. And Martell was like, oh, really? She was like, well, she asked Martell, should I have been grilling her? I'm like, well, you gonna grill Melody for what, girl? Please, bye. Who you grilling? You need to be grilling your relationship issues out. So anyway, she's at this table, at the dinner table. I'm like, yeah, Destiny felt like she was her friend, and they was hanging out outside of there. It's like, Trish, you done came into this group not knowing nothing about nobody for real. Only person you really know, kind of, or I guess y'all actually got a real relationship with, is Stormy. So what are you talking about just jumping in taking sides? You don't even know the dynamics of this group, and you just jumping in taking sides, like so strongly taking sides. And I was just like, man, what? Whatever. So it's also kind of like a double standard, because then when Sharnita was reading Tisha for the little slick stuff Tisha was saying and doing, Tisha gonna try to be like, well, how she just gonna come to this group and just trying to say stuff, and she's not even part of this group. She's just trying to say little slick stuff. Okay, well, you got Trish over there doing the same thing. Y'all done basically pull Trish in and try to tell her and give her all the tea and tell her what position that she needs to take on the situation. Because Trish does not even know Destiny. She may have trained Destiny once or twice, but she does not know Destiny. And that looks even further suspicious, because Trish is used to, or were suspicious of messing around with Martell, and Destiny happens to be Martell's BFF. So it's like you having such a strong opinion for people that you supposedly don't have no real affiliation with. Okay, so it's like, I don't know, y'all. Trish is really rubbing me the wrong way. I'm to the point where I just cannot even stand seeing Trish. Trish is really rubbing me the wrong way. I'm hoping that she comes out of this whole she's about to form alliances mess and she focuses on her own story, because right now, Trish, you out here looking like a whole fool, and you, to the point where I do not care to see you next season. I really don't. I don't care to see you nor your story. Like, I'm already over you. So, y'all, that's all for me. I'm going to wrap it up here. Didn't want this to be too long, but I hope you all have a wonderful day. Check out the episode if you have not watched it. It was giving. It was pretty good. And so, y'all have a wonderful day, and I will chat with you guys later. Bye-bye for now. Hey, what's up? I know you feeling me. You keep coming over here watching and everything. You even click like sometimes, but you'll never subscribe. It's okay, boo. You can go ahead and subscribe. I promise you, you will like it over here. So just give me a subscribe. All right. Thank you, boo.